Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Johnny Bravo's house from the show Johnny Bravo. I just can't help making classic cartoon houses, it's just a fun thing to have in the city. Speaking of which, at the end of this video, we will be adding this into the city, so stay tuned, watch until the very end. If you have any suggestions on what I should make next, leave a comment down below. Why do you think we're making this right now? This is the amount of space required to make Johnny's house. And here are all of the materials that we will need throughout the build. Begin by placing 11 light blue concrete in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extend backwards by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then extend to the right by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extend backwards by a further 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then extend across the entire back of the build. And connect all the way back to the very front of the build. Just like this. Coming back to where we first started, place 3 white stained glass pane extending across the front of the build. 1, 2, 3. Followed by a polished black stone wall. 3 light blue concrete. 1, 2, 3. A polished black stone wall. 3 white stained glass pane. 1, 2, 3. Extend backwards by 2. 1, 2. Then place a polished black stone wall, 2 light blue concrete, extend to the right by 1, and then place a white stained glass, oak door, white stained glass, light blue concrete, polished black stone wall, 3 white stained glass, 1, 2, 3, a polished black stone wall, and then a light blue concrete. We then want to extend towards the back of the build and place a light blue concrete, polished black stone wall, 2 white stained glass pane, 1, 2, a polished black stone wall, 2 more glass pane, 1, 2, a polished black stone wall, and then 2 light blue concrete. Then extending across the back of the build, we place a polished black stone wall, followed by 3 white stained glass pane, 1, 2, 3, a polished black stone wall, 3 more glass pane, 1, 2, 3, and then a polished black stone wall. The rest of this wall will be made out of light blue concrete, which takes us onto the final side of the build, where we want to place a light blue concrete, polished black stone wall, 2 white stained glass pane, polished black stone wall, 2 white stained glass pane, polished black stone wall. We then want to place 3 light blue concrete, 1, 2, 3, a polished black stone wall, and then 2 white stained glass pane to connect us all the way back to where we first started. Next, we are going to place an additional layer of glass, concrete, and wall on top of all of the, glass, concrete, and wall that we have just placed. We simply want to extend everything 1 row upwards, which I am finding to be a little bit tricky. Next, we are going to add a layer of spruce planks all the way along the top of the house. Which then allows us to place polished black stone slabs around the outside of the layer of spruce planks. We place them along the lower half of the planks. On the front of the build, we also want to add spruce slabs here, 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 and here. That's basically a slab underneath every other polished blackstone slab. We actually want to do the exact same thing on the right side of the build as well. So starting from the edge, we place a slab under every other slab. It works out rather nicely. Next, we are going to place a layer of spruce slabs along the inside of the top of the roof. This is one row higher in relation to the planks and just inside of the planks themselves. We then want to do the exact same thing, but using spruce planks. So we are going to repeat what we just did using spruce planks, which are naturally half a row higher than these slabs anyway, and significantly easier to place. Which then leads us onto another layer of spruce slabs, and you may start seeing a pattern here. Once again, half a row higher, yet inside of the previous layer of the roof, we connect these slabs together, and then we are going to add another layer of spruce plank. And eventually we will reach the point where we can only place a layer of spruce slabs, and it's just a single row like this, and that is what the roof will inevitably look like. Next, we are going to place a small chimney here. This is a stone brick wall with a hopper placed on top of it, just like so. Next, we are going to add a small step that leads up to the main entrance. We simply place 2 rows of polished andesite slabs on top of each other to form solid blocks, and then place a row of slabs directly in front of that. We can then dig around the entire outside of the house, and replace all of that grass block with mycelium. On the very front of the house, we want to place 2 spruce fence right in the middle of these 2 windows, stacked on top of each other. Remove this slab and place a lime terracotta. We then want to place an oak leaf here, right at the edge of the house, leave a gap of 1, and then place another leaf, doing the exact same thing just over on the right. We also want to place large ferns underneath certain windows, so wherever we have a window that is made up of free glass, we want to place a large fern in front of the left and right glass. This pretty much only applies to the front right side of the build, the back of the build here, and all the way over on this side of the build as well. If you like, you can just place them here along the side of the house. There is a rather strange looking cobbled footpath directly in front of the main entrance. To make this, we remove 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, directly in front of this pathway, and then we proceed to remove another 4 rows, but 1 row to the right of where we just removed. So we remove 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. So it's kind of like a staggered path. We then want to place a cyan terracotta here, 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 and here, like this, and then replace all of the rest of the blocks with light grey terracotta, just like this. We are going to remove the 2 first rows of the grid, and replace them with smooth stone. Next, we have to make the fence that surrounds the house. This is made using 2 rows of spruce trapdoors flipped up on top of each other. I think that you will find it easiest to place a layer of spruce trapdoors all the way around the edge of the grid like this, just the white concrete parts, and then double back on yourself, shift clicking another row of spruce trapdoors on top of each other, like this. Or crouching, whichever variation of the game you're on. I guess not everybody will be shift clicking, but crouching and placing the trapdoors on top of each other. And if done correctly, we should be able to open the trapdoors, and this will create a double high fence. This is actually my favorite variation of kind of like a nice standard fence that you might see in like a suburban house. But I don't usually use this as it can be a little annoying to make. And it's also just very easy to slap the trapdoors down on accident. Which does actually leave us with a little bit of a conundrum. Would you like to replace the grass block inside of the grid with lime terracotta? My personal recommendation is yes, just because it looks a little bit more cartoony and of course is easily differentiable. Is that a word? It's easy to differentiate it between regular grass and the lime terracotta so that it kind of pops a little bit more. It's a personal preference sort of thing, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And with that final detail added, or maybe not added, that is the entire build 100% fully completed. However, this video is not over, we must now add Johnny Bravo's house into our city. For now, Johnny's house is actually just going to go into cartoon storage. We will wait until we build another suburban-ish looking street, and we will then add the house into it. We don't have like a cartoon section of the house. Every single time a house like this pops up in the city, it's always like hidden amongst regular looking builds, because it just makes it a little bit more fun when you do actually come across them. So until then, and that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the Mini City Builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my mini city design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.